It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado.
Today, we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over first. At their own 13-yard line.
Friday!
Wilson going to come out throwing.
Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
22 yards.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hey, go Lion, lock, set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. Shoves him away. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
In motion right goes Sutton.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Chargers 6. Broncos nothing.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor Tiger. Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go orange, 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 orange. Ready.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Hey, Ray.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the interception, here's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
4th down, here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
59, 59. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Set.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
21. Go. Hey, go, go, go.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Los Angeles.
5-9, 5-9. Ready.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his big tight end here.
Herbert's pass.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All time.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
By the Broncos.
Look for signal.
On first down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pass incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Hey, ram. Go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score, Chargers 12, Broncos 6. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
He's got daylight. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
At the Broncos.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers.
Complete to
Nick Vanette from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that intercept.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, ram.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
12. Go.
Herbert now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Go. Home to trips right. Set.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
59.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown! Nick Vanette, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebacker.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
So this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Here's Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at the 9-yard line.
Hey, cap.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
That's good for the Broncos.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
380.
The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Up the middle with Eckler. 111 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
First down, Chargers.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer.
28 yards.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalist, not overly.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, we got nickel. We got nickel. Ace is left.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.